Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. Uh, Once again, this is Naaman with the Great Millstone DC. All right, back with you again to make another video. But first and foremost, call halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim, call Hakodash. All right, once again, double honors go out to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, therefore deserve double honors also. All right, salutations out to the fellow Akim that are out there on the highways and byways pushing the truth across the four corners of this earth. All right, while trying to wake up the remaining hopeful elect. All right, because time is very short. All right. So here was one, as in a video I was trying to make last week, but for some reason I uploaded same video twice. Hey, one of those things. But in any case, this goes to show you how, all right, these laws, statutes, commandments were given to us by reason. And in this case, our dietary laws, hey. And then thousands of years later, they come out with all this science saying, well, these are the things that are, in this particular case, we're talking about pork. And it goes into saying doctors pulled 700 worms out of his body. And it's all because he ate this one meal. Wow. And this is from Emma Carter. All right. And this is from just shy of 2 years ago. And it goes on to say pork and ham are popular dishes for the holidays. Hey, especially when it comes to Jake, both northern and southern kingdom. All right. But if you don't cook them properly, you could end up with hundreds of worms calling your digestive tract home. 46-year-old Zhu Zongfa ate pork which had been undercooked and unknowingly ingested the eggs of the dangerous parasite. All right, Tenia or Tania solium. And let's state right off the jump, it doesn't matter if it's undercooked or overcooked. You're not supposed to even touch it. All right. As a result, his life was turned upside down as he started experiencing seizures on a regular basis and fainting episodes for weeks, which eventually drove him to seek medical treatment for whatever it was that was plaguing his life. So here, what more than likely is a Moabite, a heathen. All right. Huh. It says, although it had been only a month since he consumed the undercooked pork product, doctors were able to quickly identify the cause of his seizures and fainting episodes. His body was utterly infected with tapeworms. The boogers were found to be living in his brain, lungs, and other parts of his body. The larvae of the worms had spread throughout his body via his bloodstream. And here you see a scan of his brain. Look at that. Infested. Doctors are confident in labeling the worms as the result of the pork tapeworm. Zongfa ate undercooked pork for dinner one night about a month ago and ingested the worm eggs into his body as a result. Although he didn't think much of it at the time, Zongfa, who works in construction, quickly found himself unable to go to work. Because of the seizures and fainting episodes, he could not be trusted to operate heavy machinery. All because of the pork tapeworm infestation that plagued his life and made him suffer. Yes, we are talking about the dietary laws, but you got to look at all the laws, statutes, and commandments, all right, as a whole. It's called cause and effect, people, all right? And I'm stressing this to Israel because these laws, statutes, and commandments were given only to the Israelites, all right? It says Zongfa lives in Hey, I'm not going to even try it. He lives in East China. Although the seizures had bothered him for weeks, he did not go to the hospital until things had advanced quite far. When doctors admitted him, he was foaming at the mouth and losing consciousness. Like, damn. I bet they were thinking, man, this motherfucker got rabies or what? It says, because the larvae entered the construction worker's body through his digestive system, they entered his bloodstream and traveled to his lungs and his brain. Let's go to Leviticus, and it tells you clean and unclean animals. Leviticus 11, and let's go on down to 7. It says, and the swine, all right, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you. Plain and simple, you would think, right? It says ruminating animals by the peculiar structure of their stomachs digest their food more fully than others. It is found that in the act of chewing the cud, a large portion of the poisonous properties of noxious plants eaten by them passes off by the salivary glands. This power of secreting the poisonous effects of vegetables is said to be particularly remarkable in cows and goats, whose mouths are often sore and sometimes bleed in consequence. Their flesh is therefore in a better state for food, as it contains more of the nutritious juices, is more easily digested in the human stomach, and is consequently more easily assimilated. Animals which do not chew the cud convert their food less perfectly. Their flesh is therefore unwholesome from the gross animal juices which they abound, and is apt to produce scorbutic and scrofulous disorders. But the animals that may be eaten are those which part the hoof as well as chew the cud, and this is another means of freeing the flesh of the animal from noxious substances. In the case of animals with parted hoofs, when feeding in unfavorable situations, a prodigious amount of fetid matter is discharged and passes off between the toes, while animals with undivided hoofs feeding on the same ground become severely affected in the legs from the poisonous plants among the pasture. All experience attests this, and accordingly the use of ruminating animals, that is, those which both chew the cud and part the hoof, has always obtained in most countries, though it was observed most carefully by the people who were favored with the promulgation of God's law. Keep that in mind, or bear that in mind, as you watch this video I'm about to show you. All right. So let's see. Where was I? Okay. Where did I have that little sucker? All right. All right. Let's see. Here we go. All right. Remember what I just read. I'll read it again. Don't worry, because probably some of you are not going to remember. But there's a reason why so-called ruminating animals, in the case of beef, in the case of the cow, it's got several stomachs for, all right? And through that process, a lot of things are broken down. Of course, they're not scavengers either. All right, so let's go ahead and roll this.
Pigs are real waste. They eat everything, including urine, feces, dirt, rotting animal meat, maggots, and rotting vegetables. They even eat cancer cells from other pigs or animals. Hi, welcome to my channel Stay Healthy Stay Alive. Today our topic is 10 dangerous health problems of eating pork. Number 1. Pork is not a good food because it contains toxins. To make matters worse, the heat does not kill the poison. Pork also absorbs toxins and remains in the meat. When we eat pork, all the toxins enter our body. Pork meat and fat soak up toxins like a sponge. Their meat is 30 times more than beef. Number 2. Pork contains a lot of fat, so eating pork regularly leads to obesity. Products such as pork and ham, bacon and sausages cause fat directly in the buttocks and stomach, leading to weight gain. Number 3. Unlike other animals, pigs do not sweat or perspire. Sweating is a way to eliminate toxins from the body. Pigs don't sweat, so toxins stay in their bodies and their meat. Number 4. The pig is so poisonous and dirty that nature had to prepare a sewer or drain that runs through each leg with an exit at the bottom of the leg. From this opening comes pus and dirt that his body cannot quickly enter his system. Some of this pus gets into the meat of pig. Number 5. Pigs have a harmful worm called trichina. When trichinella enters the human body, it quickly reaches the muscle of our heart. It can pose a serious threat to our health. Anyone who eats pork infected with the trichinella worm is at risk of possible death. Number 6. Pork is dangerous to health. Many diseases are caused by pigs. Some of them are Alzheimer's disease, asthma, diabetes, heart disease, and even impotence. This is due to the poor environment that pigs live in, as well as all the dirt that they often eat as food. Number 7. Pork has a high level of cholesterol and is therefore dangerous to health. In addition, pigs produce high levels of antibody hormones with high cholesterol and lipids. All of these are serious threats to our health. Eating pork causes serious health problems, and this has been scientifically proven. Number 8. Pigs have more than a dozen parasites inside them, such as tapeworms, flukes, and trichinella. Normally, bacteria in food are killed during cooking. But this is not the case with pork. Bacteria will not die at any cooking temperature. These live bacteria will continue to live in our bodies. Number 9. Swine flu is one of the deadliest diseases in the world. Swine flu occurs in all regions of the world. For example, the swine flu in Mexico and North America caused the slaughter of pigs, leading to the transmission of all the viruses of the disease to humans. Number 10. When eating beef, it takes 8 to 9 hours to digest the meat, so the little toxins in the meat slowly enter our system and are filtered by the liver. But if you eat pork, it only takes 4 hours to digest the meat. So we can get higher levels.
Did you catch that? Let's roll that back again. With the cow, it takes 10 hours. Hold on.
Number 10. When eating beef, it takes 8 to 9 hours to digest the meat, so the little toxins in the meat slowly enter our system and are filtered by the liver. But if you eat pork, it only takes 4 hours to digest the meat. So we can get higher level of toxins in less time. Cows have a complex.
So at least twice as long in the cow, all right, so it can filter out, all right, more of the toxins.
Complex digestive system with 4 stomachs. So it takes more than 24 hours to digest their vegetarian diet, thus cleansing their food of toxins. In contrast, a pig's stomach only takes about 4 hours to digest bad food and turn the poisonous food into meat. If you like our video, don't forget to like and share it. And subscribe our channel for more interesting educational videos. Thanks for.
So there you go. Let's play the other one. Hold on. All right. See, this is what was in the scriptures thousands of years, all right, before this so-called white man's science. All right.
Pork is the name for the meat of a domestic pig. It is the most commonly consumed meat worldwide. Not only various religions, but science also has number of reasons from stopping you to eat pork. First, let's see what various religions say about pork. As per Islam, pork is forbidden due to impurities, only except in extreme cases where your survival may depend on it. Similar to Islam, Judaism also forbids pork due to uncleanliness. And similar to Judaism, Christianity also forbids pork due to impurities. But as everyone knows that modern.
But here's the thing. None of those, all right, when it comes to the Israelites, see how they dance around? Judaism has nothing to do with the true nation of Israel. Judaism is observed by the pretenders. All right, now I'm going to have that song in my head from now. All right, the Israelis. Israelis are not Israelites. They are not connected whatsoever to the ancient Israelites. They know this. These people are Talmudists. And as for Islam, that's a cheap copy. All right. And then you got the Christians. Oh boy. All right. The only true Christians are the Israelites. Just so straighten that out. All right.
Human beings are less accepting to religious views, and often ask for evidence and proofs, so let's take into consideration the scientific opinion about pork. Pig is an unclean animal. It is a scavenger that will eat almost anything it comes across. This includes not only bugs, insects and whatever leftover scraps they find laying around, but also their own feces, as well as the dead carcasses of sick animals, including their own young, thus consuming many kinds of toxins. Unlike other animals, the pig's body does not filter out toxins and stores them in its fatty tissues ready for human consumption. In developed nations, pork liver is the top food-based transmitter of hepatitis C, a virus that infects 20 million people each year and can lead to acute illness, enlarged liver, and sometimes liver failure and death. Pork meat is too much fattier and cholesterol high. The swine flu is another virus that has made the leap from pig to human. Influenza or flu viruses can be directly transmitted from pigs to humans. There has been a long-term link with the roundworm and pork, causing trichinosis, which causes fever, pain, diarrhea and vomiting. Transmission of this parasite is through eating muscle tissue of undercooked infected pork. The parasite can live in the intestines of humans, passing through to other organs via the bloodstream, causing a host of conditions. Pigs.
And you saw that. Let me see. Let me go back. When you saw this scan here, look at that. There's some more of this guy in right here in his lodged in his brain. Look at that. He threw. All right, let's go back.
Carry many viruses and parasites with them. Whether by coming in direct contact with them through farms or by eating their meat, pigs are primary carriers of Neosolium tapeworm, hepatitis C virus, porcine reproductive and respiratory syndrome, Nipah virus, monongeal virus, viruses in the family Paramyxoviridae. Each of these parasites and viruses can lead to serious health problems that can last for years to come. Pig farming is carried out in unhealthy and unhygienic conditions. Anything farmed in such an environment is bad for you. Well, my final thoughts are that what you eat is up to you, but I advise you to stay away from pork, as the reasons discussed here are just the tip of the iceberg. Until next time, bye-bye.
Yeah, like that old expression, you are what you eat. And that is so very true. All right. So you should, therefore, all right. Oh, all right. Take care, all right, for what you eat. All right. All right. Just 1 second. Let's see. Let's go back to, let's see. All right. Again, straightforward. All right. And it took you to the steps with the ruminants, as it says here. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you, unlike what? The cow. All right, so let's see. Let's see. Hold on, bear with me, Baba Kusha. All right, you remember in Daniel, uh, uh, with the pulse and all that, and let's see. I'm trying to find. I'm seeing. And this is. Let's see. All right, here we go. We're going to the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus. All right, 36. Let's scroll on down here. sensitive. Uh, it says the belly devoureth all meats, yet is one meat better than another. And this also applies to when it's talking about the belly is going into the mind. This is twofold and certain philosophies and doctrines, but straightforward meaning here being, all right, in the physical, certain things, like I said, you got the laws there as far as um, what to and what not to eat, all right. Next chapter over, 37, and let's scroll on down. All right. It says, "Be not unsatiable in any dainty thing, nor too greedy upon meats." That's another problem. And I'll have to say here that Jake has help because you have certain chemicals that they put into these foods to make them more, uh, what's that fancy word, palatable, or that Jake just gets addicted to. Yes, they do these things. It's all about money. All right, with this damn devil. Um, this is the one I was actually going for. Let's see, verse 30. For excess of meats bringeth sickness, gluttony. All right, and surfeiting will turn into choler. Let's look up that surfeiting. All right, let's see, where was I? Thought I had a dictionary. Let's see. Open, but I guess I didn't. Oh well. Uh, let's see, sir. All right. Let's see. All right. Surfeiting. All right. And it says, cause someone to desire no more of something as a result of having consumed or done it in excess. All right. Consume too much of something. What did I say about gluttony? All right. Let's see. Miriam, simply put, an overabundant supply, an intemperate or immoderate indulgence in something such as food or drink. All right. Disgust caused by excess, to feed, supply, or give, to surfeit, to indulge, all right, to satiety in a gratification such as indulgence of the appetite or senses, all right, all right, let's see, to eat or drink to excess, real simple, we'll leave it at that, all right, so, uh, let's go to First Maccabees. First Maccabees, all these examples, all right, for one, and we're going to go all the way down in this one. You got to remember, this chapter here goes into uh, Alexander the Great, so called, his father, uh, and those that came after he died that ruled, his four generals, Lysimachus, Seleucus, Ptolemy, and what was the other one there? Oh my goodness. It'll come to me. But, and then what they did concerning the Israelites, let's keep going here. Uh, let's see. All right. Let's go up a little bit further. Because they were trying to get them to uh, leave the law, statutes, commandments. They defiled the temples. All kinds of deceit and just outright hatred. All right. The same's going on now. Leave your law, we'll all be one. Like I said, it's new, nothing. There's no new thing under the sun, right? Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. All right. All right. Let's. Oh yeah, we got to get this history here. Uh, let's start at 59. All right. It says, now the 25th day of the month they did sacrifice upon the idol altar which was upon the altar of the Most High, at which time, according to the commandment, they put to death certain women. These are what these Edomites, these Greeks, so called, did to our people. It says, at that time, which according to the commandment, they put to death certain women that had caused their children to be sacrificed. If you're Israelite, leave your law, statutes, commandments. All right, we're coming in. You're going to uh, pray to our gods. All right. It says, and they hanged the infants about their necks and rifled their houses and slew them that had circumcised them. Howbeit, many in Israel were fully resolved and confirmed in themselves not to eat any unclean thing. Wherefore, the rather to die. This was how, all right, badly they wanted to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of their power, of our power, instead of these heathens. All right. And there's another story. Oh, in Second Maccabees, the 7th chapter, that I suggest you read on the resolve. All right. Uh, of our people not, all right, to do what the heathen wanted them to do. All right. It says 63. Wherefore the rather to die, that they might not be defiled with meats, and that they might not profane the holy covenant. So then they died. They said, fuck it. All right, 64. And there was very great wrath upon Israel. And it's coming again because, as it tells you in 2nd Ezra 16th chapel, 2nd Ezra 16th, and we're going to get that real quick. Let's see, 2nd Ezra 16, all right, because these are the same spirits, these are the same people, all right, that are going to come at us again. Because it tells you in, let's see, I'll go straight to 7. I might start at 68. Hold on. Let's see. I start at 68. It says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. Think about Revelation 2nd chapter, verse 10. All right. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Most High. All right. Then I just read that in First Maccabees 1, and I started, I think, what was it, 58 or 59, on through the end of it, 64. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Most High. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. All right. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. And this is what's coming, folks. Whether you like it, whether you agree with it, whatever. Our enemy wants to establish his new world order. He knows he's at the end. Revelation 12, verse 12. I suggest you read that whole chapter there from the beginning. All right. That woman is the nation of Israel. All right. Back to the article here. It says doctors are confident in labeling the worms as a result of the pork tapeworm. All right. And it goes on to tell you he ate undercooked, and he had fainting spells and all that. I already read that. This one too. It says when these larvae cause cysts, they can develop an infection called cysticercosis. which is very dangerous when appearing near the brain or nervous system. If that happens, it's called neurocysticercosis. Hope I pronounced that correct. Zongfa admitted that he ate a dish about a month ago that he did not believe was fully cooked. All right, you knew this. Why did you eat it? Because he started experiencing seizures and fainting spells, he went to the hospital. All right, says the doctor, again, I'm not going to even try, from the affiliated hospital, uh, School of Medicine, did not like what he saw in the patient. So lucky for the noise. That's why he ordered brain and chest MRIs for this patient. He not only had numerous space occupying lesions in his brain, but he also had cysts in his lungs and chest muscles. Damn. Different patients respond differently to the infection depending on where the parasites occupy. In this case, he had seizures and lost consciousness, but others with cysts in their lungs might cough a lot. All right. Point being, don't eat it, don't touch it. All right. And I will say, not willingly, because this devil, what he does, you have, and I looked it up a couple of years ago. Uh, he'll disguise a lot of what he puts in foods. Uh, a lot of stuff they'll call like, what is it? Natural. What is it listed as? Natural ingredients. Now they have even a number system, and all some of these words that you can't pronounce. You know, this person is just wicked. All right, and a lot of what's eaten in America is not even permitted. All right, in other countries, rightfully so. That's what lets you know that hey, there's a special kind of wicked piece of shit. All right, that's over us in America. And I've often said that in other videos. This American Edomite, all right, is a what's that fancy word? Um, oh my goodness. Oh man, I saw it on a promotion for the James Bond films several years ago. Um, damn it, I can't remember. It's oh my goodness, I hate when I do that. But he's, I'll just say, exceptionally wicked. I'll just leave it at that. All right. It, in all the other countries, they just, when it comes to a certain type of American, and we know that as far as pride goes, and I guess probably the closest thing to that would be the so-called black woman. That's why lately they've been having issues when they go abroad. All right, because they exude that pride. All right, and people aren't putting up with it, and a few so-called black women have had hands put on them as a result of that. Yes, sir. Look it up. All right. So she takes after her dad, her zaddy, in that regard. But in any case, I'm gonna leave it here. That's all I had in this. Remember, this is about the law, statutes, commandments. In fact, oops. Let's get this one because I meant to get this before I went to the Maccabees, but uh, to show that this is about Israel. All right, let's go to Deuteronomy. All right, let's go to 4. It says Moses commands obedience, right? Part of that obedience. Let's start at the top. It says, now therefore hearken, O Israel, not everybody else, this is Israel, unto the statutes and unto the judgments, which I teach you, for to do them that ye may live. What are we talking about? Look what this guy did. That ye may live, otherwise you're going to end up looking at this idiot here, right? And this is why Jake has such health problems, because you're doing what everybody else is doing. All right. Certain, if you notice, Jake's, we can't do everything that the heathen does. We can't eat the same things, drink the same things. Uh, it doesn't work out so well, and there's a reason for that. Let's see. For to do them that ye may live and go in and possess the land which the Most High Yahweh, the power of your fathers, giveth you. Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall ye diminish aught from it, that ye may keep the commandments of the Most High Yahweh your power, which I command you. Your eyes have seen what the Most High did because of Baal Peor. For all the men that followed Baal Peor, the Most High Yahweh thy God hath destroyed them from among you. But ye that did cleave unto the Most High your power are alive, every one of you, this day. 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Most High Yahweh my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great who hath the Most High so nigh unto them, as the Most High Yahweh our power is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great that hath statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law, which I set before you this day? All right. Only take heed to thyself and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life, but teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons. And if we go to 7, a chosen people, right? All right. A holy people. And it tells you that in verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Most High Yahweh thy power, thy God. The Most High Yahweh thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. All right. For, let's see, hold on. The Most High Yahweh did not set his love upon you, nor chose you, because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people. But because the Most High Yahweh loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, hath the Most High Yahweh brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. And we're going to look up real quick. Let's see. Again, I had it, but I let it go. So let's get it again. Let's see. Oh, we went to surfing. So let's try. All right. Holy. See if I remember which one. Let's see. Cambridge Dictionary.com. I think it was another one. Hold on. I think it was, no, I don't think it was Merriam. I think it was something else. Hold on here. I don't think I went down this far. Hold on. Hold on a minute. No, I don't think it was. Let's see. Merriam be like, let's try dictionary.com. Because there was a, hold on, let's see. Adjective is especially recognized. Okay. Dedicated, devotive. No, I don't think it was this one. Hold on. Mm, Hallowed. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Hold on. I don't think it was this one. Yeah. Nah. Hold on. Come on now. Let's see. Bear with me. Slocky. This thing is. Let's see. I think it was Collins. Hold on. All right. Let's go on down. As. Dang it. Okay. It says if you describe something as holy, you mean that it is considered to be special because it is connected with the Most High. Okay. Sacred, blessed, hallowed, dedicated. I think this was the one I got to keep going down. Hold on. Spiritually perfect or pure, untainted, Yeah, this is it. Synonym or whatever. Holy suggests that which is held in deepest religious reverence or is basically associated with a religion and in extended use connotes spiritual purity. All right, but here's the point: sacred refers to that which is set apart as holy or is dedicated to some exalted purpose. So, set apart. How many times have we told you that? All right, it's set apart. We were supposed to be apart. It's all these warnings about, all right, going into other lands and therefore not taking up the traditions and uh, uh, things of that nature of other nations. All right. So, and what do we do? Unfortunately, yeah, opposites are profane and unholy. All right. Um, yeah. So there you have it. Oh man, this guy is screwed. I mean, it's no way to get all that. It's no way to get that out. It's he's done. All right. The thing is, don't do it. All right. Don't do it. Remember, to the best of your ability, because unfortunately, we're not in our own kingdom. All right. We're, hey, as the curses say in Deuteronomy 28 and 48, we have to go to this piece of shit that's over us for all things. All right. So just remember that. Uh, we're in the flesh, and the spirit is constantly working against the flesh. That's why you have to pray. Prayer and fasting, as I emphasize at the end of all my videos. All right. So with that, once again, it says doctors pulled 700 worms out of his body, and I didn't show you for this video. I didn't show you all the graphic videos of worms in the bodies and all that shit. All right, so you were spared that at least. It says doctors pulled 700 worms out of his body, and it's all because he ate this one meal. All right. So if it's scary, good. That's the point. It's supposed to. But with that, once again, this is what we do here at Great Millstone. Filter everything through the scriptures. All right. And I like to remind you of the power of prayer and fasting. So until the next video, remember these prophecies are happening at such a pace. This is time to get yourself right. All right. This is what that grace period is supposed to be used for. All right. So with that, until the next video, hey, shalom, shalom.